Well, he's been good. He's had a solid season. If you look at his strikeout to walk ratio, it's 2-to-1, so that means he's around the plate. He's going to continue to dominate a little bit. But I think the key for him to continue to be successful is stay on the same mindset, pitch by pitch, inning by inning. We'll see if he executes that in this game.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, you usually don't get the third pitch to tell you what kind of game you're going to have, but right there he missed that pitch, and I'm telling you right now, this could be an offensive game if this is the way the zone's going to be tonight.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground, but this will land untouched. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. Striding in, John Jay. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch out the fastball, but this was in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. Just getting started here in St. Louis. Liner towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Oh, the old CNI base hit. The changeup's down. The batter goes down to get it and still finds a hole to put it through. Good pitch. Better hitting.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down. 1-1.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2. Now. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups, and he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Here's a high pop-up. Peralta is there for it. 2 gone. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Rizzo.
Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough. I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
From the belt, the pitch, and another foul ball. He'll try again, 1-2. And this one gets away. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 2-2. Scorched to third. Picked up by Peralta. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs. It's the Cubs nothing. Cards coming up. You're watching. Jake Arrieta gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Harold, what do you got?
Well, he's been quite durable. Over 200 innings. It tells me he's been healthy. He's not afraid to take the baseball. We're getting to that point, though, where you start talking about the conversation and you hear the whispers of limiting his innings. We'll see if this is the beginning of them limiting his workload moving forward.
Now in the box, Colton Wong. He is, of course, a guy to be wary of if he gets on base. A stolen base total leads the ball club. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Well, Harold, as we take a look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Well, Matt, and another thing, I mean, this is a really good team. We know that, right? I mean, they've already clinched the division. The question will be, how do you rest guys down the stretch to get ready for the playoffs? And that, to me, is more challenging maybe than the rest of the season on the calendar.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Nope. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Really good at bat here from the leadoff hitter as he'll force him to throw another one. Now another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Hits this one hard the other way. Bryant's got it. Throw on to first in time, one away. And now here's Mike Matheny's starting lineup for the Redbirds. HR, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matt, they're not going to run. I mean, they don't put a lot of pressure on you trying to steal bases. They'll take the extra base if they need to, but they don't run much. They're a team that sits there. They're going to be a lot base to base, rely a lot on the power. This is a total contrast to what we've been seeing throughout the league the last couple of years.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, and he's a guy that's not afraid to run if he gets aboard. Comes in ranked second on the team in stolen bases. Ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill. Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And he'll try to hold back on the pitch inside, but he pretty clearly broke the plane that time. It's strike two. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
Batting third.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. In there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Arrieta is ready, coming at him with the 0-1. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a line drive, but foul.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Now another 0-2. Hard hit to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So coming to the plate, Kyle Schwarber, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games.
Kyle Schwarber.
Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Wong. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Here's Javier Baez. And this is a good-looking matchup for him here. As you can see, he's hit lefties quite a bit better than he has right-handers this season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet. So you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction. I really like how the catcher and the pitcher are reading swings. The pitch before, big power swing. Then they pull the string on him and get him out in front early. He has no idea what's coming now.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7th.
At the plate, Wilson Contreras. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
I'll tell you what, right there, Matt, that's a sign of a guy that was sitting on an off-speed pitch. He threw that fastball right by him.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Leading off for St.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. He's not among the league leaders in home runs, but his total does top this ball club. In there at the knees, strike 1. Now the pitch. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Again, a 1-2. Smoke toward the hole, and that is through into right field for a single.
That was really special. You know, he was down the count, and he just said, I got to battle. He battled it through and got rewarded with the base hit the other way.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And misses badly on a pitch down in the dirt. Nobody out, runner on first. And that's too high, ball 2.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Line drive to center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Matt Adams now. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And here's Jay to put it away, and that's out number 2. 1 Here's Randall Grichuk. His history with Jake Arrieta, 9 base hits in 24 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. And he lays off there 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a liner, but foul. Dribbled up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Here's Addison Russell, and there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. Here's the pitch. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Peralta's there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Standing in, Ben Zobrist. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. Lays off 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. 1-1 now to Zobrist. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Ready for another chance? Jason Hayward. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out. Cub. Stepping in, Sean Babb. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one going for extra bases off the bat. 0-1, here it comes. That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1. A runner at second, nobody out. And there's ball 2 now to Peralta as they fall behind 2-1.
Well, he clearly read the scouting report. This guy's been sizzling hot, and look at how careful he's been pitching here.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Colton Wong will stand in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. First and second here with nobody out. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. 3-2 now. Dexter Fowler will be next. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try it again. 3-2. Hit hard up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. The throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, nice job right there. He comes through with the RBI base hit, and now his side has the lead.
And a double steal try here. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bryant in foul ground. 1 down. So digging in now, Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Inside and low. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Well, now he's falling behind 3-1, and all the pitches have been down. He's trying to get that double play ball, but the strategy has to change now. Now he's got to throw a strike.
And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aledmus Diaz. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Swing and a liner. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game. First pitch on its way.
Right fielder.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Arrieta sets. Here's the 0-2. Hit hard to the right, but foul.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Coming to the plate now, John Jay. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
John Jay.
Ran it in on the fists. 0-1.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game, and the thing to me that stands out is that 2-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it. Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
Way outside. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he just misses with a curveball.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Another try at 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make him swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Striding in once again, Chris Bryant. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
That was a great fastball up and in. He wasn't able to get around on it. Just threw it right by him.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
First baseman number
Hit hard back up the middle. Long is there. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe.
Now batting.
From the belt, the pitch, Kyle Schwarber comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Designated hitter.
Here's Javier Baez. Drilled down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And the quick hands of Baez a little too quick that time as he pulls this one foul out of play. High in the air out to center field. On the move is Fowler. He won't have a play, and this should finally get him on the board. 1 run scores. Rizzo is on his way home, and he will score as well. Nowhere to go as he's tagged out between third and home.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the Jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Wilson Contreras is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Well, he's really having good success in this game. And, you know, looking at it, you go, how's he doing it? Well, it's surely not the first pitch strike. I mean, he's a little over 60% first pitch strikes. That's good. It's not great. For the type of success he's having, you can't figure it out.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Throw to first in time, and the digging in for his second at bat, Matt Adams. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Number 32.
And that misses 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. They'll get it in quickly to the shortstop to hold the man at third, but they're at the corners to start the inning.
Catcher, Sean.
Stepping in now, Sean Babb, as he'll take a look at ball 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
He's got a good fastball, Matt, and you can clearly see this situation. He's in a little bit of a jam, but he's going right to his bread and butter. Here comes my heater. I dare you to hit it.
Well, I think this is the kind of approach they need against such a prolific starter. You can't count.
But they will not get them both as he beats out the back end and drives home the run from third.
Now batting.
Digging in, Johnny Peralta. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Second base.
Colton Wong will stand in. A hit in 2 tries so far. Swing and a line drive. 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. And he lays off for ball 1.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, Contreras. But the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. Dexter Fowler stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Popped high in the air. Rizzo is there for it. And that retires the side. Cards forced to settle for 1. Some action out in the
Leading off for
bullpen.
the
Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
Addison Russell.
Line to the right side. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Back-to-back line drives. Now, the first guy was out, but, man, they're swinging the bat pretty good. These two guys saw him pretty good. Let's see what happens now.
Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And no one will track it down. No hits to this point. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
Well, it looks like he tried to waste one and get him to chase it. He didn't, but you're still sitting pretty. Now you're 1-2, and you showed him the high fastball.
Kind of pitching it backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
Hey, not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
John Jay.
4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
This is a big at-bat. You're down 2 right here, and they're sitting with runners in scoring position. Put the ball in play. He's got to pick up something. Just keep the chain moving. This is a big at-bat.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Ready with another 0-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another 0-2 coming. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Anthony Rizzo is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Well, here we sit. 2 on, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Look, they start off. Look.
Ouch, that one hit him.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Digging in and looking for more, Kyle Schwarber. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And that'll stay in the park as it's off the center field wall. 2 runs have scored. And he is in there.
When you mess with the bull, you expect to get the horns, right? Bases loaded, and they challenge him, which is obviously a huge mistake, and he nearly blasts a grand slam. Lucky for them, it's only a double, so 3 runs come across the score, and he stands at second, 3 RBIs richer.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Adam Wainwright is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out. Swing and a liner. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Schwarber rounds third and is digging for the plate. Play at the plate, and he's out.
Leading off for the Cardinals,
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Hayward looks up. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle.
Oh, Matt, look, it's real simple. If you're going to throw the ball down the middle in the big leagues, you're going to get hammered. He's got to put the ball in the corner if he wants to have any chance.
Hayward has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Stephen Piscotty. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. Fouled back.
Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He's able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
Slider. Good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1 and 2.
Well, no surprise on that one. That's the classic slider down the way, trying to get him.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2 and 2 now. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Matt Adams. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. This is line to left. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. He hit the corner and tries for third. Adams takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. Cards get a run courtesy of Matt Carpenter.